Hello everyone, it's Birdie here, the recycled hippie chick. I want to make some grungy paper. So let's do it together, shall we? Um, this is my outcome that I want to do. Is that too shiny? Glare. I just want to make some grungy book pages. Now, this process is not one that you would want to do for if you're selling books and you're wanting to put pages in your books, okay? Not a good idea because it does take some labor. This is just something fun to do for, your journal that you're making for yourself. Although, what I thought I would do with this one is cut it into strips and then make little mini pages for, where's my, mini books, in which I've just been working in one here and don't even see it. Here it is. For little books. You could get probably 4 pages, or if you do the micro minis, you could probably get 6 or 8 pages out of this. You could cut it this way and fold them over and get several. So anyway, if you were doing that, you could mass make them to sell. But anyway, you'll see. This is my ending result that I'm wanting to come up with. So what I do is I go through magazines and I tear out pages. Now actually these are not probably dark enough. The darker the page, the better. So you're looking for pages with color on them. This one here, I'm not going to use at all. It's just not dark enough at all. And then what you do is, do I have anything to put my matte gel medium in? I'm tired of holding this upside down and squeezing it. Let's just make us a puddle here on the table. What I do is I just start ripping pages out to make you a square. I don't know, however big you want. I make them larger so that I can fold it over and have 2 pages. So you make them however large you want. I use this brush over here. I'm going to use a wipe 'em just to keep my mess down a little bit. I'm going to use some gel medium. Use whatever glue is of your choice. I am simply just going to start gluing pages together. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to wipe it off just because I'm gonna. I like my edges raw, so I'm going to leave raw side out, in which I did not with this one, did I? Ugh, you guys, I just got done making that one, so I am a sticky mess. I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend. I have not left the art room all day. I've been working on journals. I've gotten 5 completed that I'm going to wait until I get my 50 done that I have challenged myself to make before I list them. So that's what I've been doing today. You do this however you want, okay? There's no rhyme or reason, meaning to this madness. There just isn't. Don't worry about the photo that's on there because you're really not going to notice it when you've got it all sanded and all the stuff we're going to do to this. You're not even going to notice the image. You're really just going for the color. It's just going to be a grungy, beautiful, delicious page. So keep that in mind. Oh, I thought I had a cute black and white one in here. Maybe I didn't. Let's put this one under here. I have stuff I want to say. comments of like Laura's Half-Ass Crafters page, but I did not make notes. I usually keep my little black book with me when I watch a YouTube video, so that if I want to say something to you, it's easier for me just to say it than to comment to you. Gives me something to talk about. And I just don't. I don't have my paper with me. So I'm sorry. I need to, first of all, I didn't have my book with me. And then I'm watching Laura and I'm like, oh crap, there's stuff I want to comment on. Well, first of all, I remember one thing she said, which really resonated with me, and I remembered it, believe it or not. This brain remembered it. And I said, yes, I am going to remember that. When I watch somebody, I call myself a copycat artist, because when I watch somebody, I immediately want to go try what they're doing. I've already done Miss Moss's magazine spine book, put one together. I haven't started working in it yet. I have found something about myself that I love to build the journal more than I like to create in it. So anyway, that's something that I've learned. Anyway, I'm a copycat artist, I call myself. Please don't. Boy, that gel medium dries fast. Now, Laura said something that I thought was kinder to myself than calling myself a copycat artist. She said she says she cross-pollinates, which is so true. You look at somebody else's work, then you want to go try to recreate it, and it always turns out to be your own way. So really, you're cross-pollinating. You're not a copycat artist. You're cross-pollinating. I thought that was cool. Thank you, Laura, for saying that, because I really am a cross-pollinator. Because when I get done doing something, it doesn't look anything like usually theirs. I have just gotten my inspiration from them, and then, you know, our own personality comes out in that piece. Okay, let's see here. Let's put this one on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to get all this done, and then guess what? We got to let it dry. But I have made one ahead of time to move us on to our next step in the process. I know, Cooper. Do you want to go out? Okay, you're just tired of sleeping, aren't you? Okay, let Cooper out. Poor guy. Oh, he's got his Martian here. He says, Mom, let's go out for a little bit. Okay. They just lay in here. Poor things. They won't go outside unless I'm out there with them. I'm going to turn this upside down. I don't know why. That end being upside down bothers me. So he needs to be going right side up. I don't know why. We're not really going to notice him. Not going to notice him when we're done. Now remember, these are going to be scrappy. Scrappy dappy. I really like this image. I like that. I'm going to have the straight side down because I like that image right there. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and square this off, and then this will be a 2-page spread. Here's this one. Here's what I want. I like this dark. I like it a lot. Look at me. Look at pulling out those straight edges. What is wrong with me today? And I'm covering up the very part I wanted to show. Oh well. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you just take a detour. Sometimes you take a detour. Perfect. Let's put that down there. And this page will be, first stage will be done. Well, Princess says she's had enough being outside. Okay, through the magic of television, we're going to go on. This will be laying over here drying, and we're going to go on to, actually, I'm not done yet. I want to put a piece of fodder on there. Grab a piece of fodder. Oh my gosh. My table is so full of stuff. Okay. Let's just grab a piece of fodder. This is what I call fodder. I don't know why. I'm not sure what fodder is, but in my mind, this is fodder. Okay, let's see here. Let's put a piece of this. You don't want too much a book page like this because it doesn't, we're going to be sanding, and it doesn't sand very well. It's just, it's pretty. Okay? It just adds some prettiness. And it, yeah, it's just pretty. Okay, we got those on there. What am I going to do with this matte gel medium? Let's put some, what can we do? Let's just put a little bit of something else together here to get rid of this matte gel before we go on. Let's get this one out of the way so it can be drying. Let's just keep going here until we get this medium gone. Okay, that ought to do it. Okay. Now, all right, now, voila, we have one that's dry, right? So our next step is going to require some sandpaper and a stencil. One that you can just see the shape of. It's not going to be perfect. I tried this one and I've got so much paint on here that the edges are smooth. Well, we'll try it. I love this one because you can almost see the little flowers through it. But really, this is just giving you texture. So now we're going to begin sanding. Uh-oh. I'm going to bounce you guys around. I know it. Try to go easy. We just want to go over our stencil and work through some texture. Okay, can you see that? We're just wearing it out. I don't know how well this is going to work over here with this white. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm sorry, you guys, for the bouncing. I got to get down and get nitty-gritty here. Let me get up here where you can see me. circles. You just want in texture, the big T word. Okay, now that stage is done. Okay, now I'm just going to go through and just hold your pencil up at the end and just do some scribbling. You probably can't even see that, but I'm just putting some scribbling down, because it adds the grunge factor. Now we're going to take some, do I have any powder? I wonder if I have any powder. Let me go see what I have in forms of powder. Can you believe that? I did have powder. Now I have some gray in here with some gesso, but I want white. I don't want gray. I used gray on my last one, and I just felt like I wanted white. So what I'm going to do is dig out some of my heavy gesso. That's all I'm going to need, or I'm going to end up having too much. I'm just putting some baby powder in there, because when on my last piece that was too thin, it didn't leave enough texture. And the lady that I watched on YouTube, and I don't remember her name, a long time ago, probably a year ago, that I've watched her do this, she used plaster Paris. But you know, I'm gonna use what I have, girl, and I don't have plaster Paris, so today it's baby powder. I just thought maybe it would stiffen that up a bit and give me a little more something. I just want it to look grungier and messier. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take my stencil. I'm going to use my flower stencil, and I'm just going to make some little scruffy patches here and there. I don't want to do them in the center too much, because that's where I'm going to fold it. There we go. Now I'm just going to go just stick some here and there. Why? I don't know. Okay. You know why? Because everywhere it is going to catch the coffee. I'm going to put coffee on here. And so I'm thinking everywhere these scruffy spots are, it'll catch some of that coffee and make it look nifty. Okay, now let's let this dry, and we will come back to do our coffee phase. Okay, I just want to hurry up and finish this before my phone sinks down. I absolutely hate my setup here. It makes me want to reorganize my art room and move the table so this doesn't wiggle and this does. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to sand this a little bit. I don't know why. Because I don't know why. I'm just going to sand it a little bit. Okay, now it's coffee time in more than one way. Okay, let me get the coffee out. I gotta clean this. Well, let me get another brush. Let's use this one. Now, I'm just gonna take some coffee and I'm just gonna smack some on. Just to, you know, put it here and there. I like it over those spots. I like it over some of my sanded spots. I just like it here, there, and yonder. We may end up with it all over by the time we're done. Just a grunge fest is what we're doing. Okay? Now, that's what I like right there. Okay? So let's dry that. Just for grins and giggles, let's use some of our ink. I'm pretty sure that lady used some ink at the end. I don't remember. Number one, I was just thinking, we've killed two birds with one stone, because we have not only built, well, we've not only built 2 pages, but we have created a background. So you have your pages ready to go in your journal, and your background is done. How fun is that? There's one 2-page spread ready to go in. On this one, let's do some of that. What was that writing that Janet Nash was doing? That unlegible, I don't know if I can do it with this on the grunge. No, I cannot. That has to be done on paper, on good paper. So don't try your feather quill on the grunge paper, okay? Let's try it. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is not easy. This is really not easy. Okay, I'm just going to do that much. With our ink. And, well, let's put some over here. There we go. That's all I want. So we've done our pages. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. How do we I don't know if this is, you can, no, I don't think you can wash that out. Maybe you can. Well, anyway, there's 2 more pages. Just grungy, you guys. Just let loose, let go. Remember, don't tear your pages out when you're looking for images in them, because look, you cannot tell there was any images in this page anywhere. So, but look, there is a slight butterfly that shows through right there. Just stuff that gives texture. There was a bird here, but only I know it. Isn't it fun? I love doing it. Oh, I may be making pages for a while. Anyway, thanks for hanging with me. Bye-bye from Birdie.